Yeah, this. I mean, whenever these guys meet in bracket, it's always such a good set.
Right, PS2.
At PS2, both going to be coming off the top super early here.
Oh yeah.
But it also gives them both a room to work. Flipp gets the setup. So now they're all shot first here.
We're going to see a lot of projectile play, a lot of jumping up the platform. Both these guys really like to kind of use those ledge slide off, wave bounce neutral Bs. You know, Flipp throwing grenades, HyperFlame throwing out his PK freezes. So far, Hyper finding more advantage here with the faster projectile between the two. Quick shot lead, but Flipp turning around for the ledge guard situation. He finds the dare himself. Oh, I like that weight with the double jump.
Yeah, that was such good. The pressure from these guys is so good too. Like anytime they get an opening, as I say, you miss the up smash, but the way they play on shield is so interesting because Lucas has kind of this traditional, almost spacey like pressure, and then Snake just has such safe aerials that he also gets a really good advantage when he hits some shield. So really cool to see how they use that.
And I'm also going to say the name of the game here is Dare. Whoever can kind of get the stomps going first is going to find those advantages in the game. But the early stick just barely taking him off the top. I thought he lived.
Barely, yeah. I mean, that is much weaker than 3.6, obviously, but it is still, when you're that close to the blast zone, it'll still do the job. And so will that up throw.
Definitely do it there. Gonna find the offense up here. I want to see if goes for the raw up smash right there. Just kind of
Gets the footstool, and then he techs into the mine. A lot of damage on Hyper right now. Did get him out of that combo.
That's a nice footstool. I don't know. Well, I have such a love-hate relationship with footstools. I think they're so silly, but at the same time, when I do them, it's like, man, these things are so fun.
Don't get me into it. I tried to footstool Mickey the other day, and it just made me sad.
Oh, footstools, but I do love. Honestly, I think finding great raw fair to find the stock.
Yeah.
But I think
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that fair is so strong as a kill move.
Oh, great sticky there situation. But I was gonna say, I really love when players find those really tight, like super quick footstools to extend combos, or just really add a little mix-up into them. Flipp, a little bit of a reaction, the player cancel the up smash there, and Hyper gets his offense up back here, but gets the nice sticky. Flipp is, oh my god!
Really good, just reaction to that, the explosion popped him up, and bam.
Oh no, unfortunate.
Yeah, same deal as Aklo in the last set. It just, you air dodge and you're not quite close enough to the ledge, and then that kind of
What I wanted to say, super impressive of Flipp to just how fast he found that sticky and just immediately was able to use it for a quick stock.
Yeah.
And great awareness and just great, just knowing the situation, just knowing his options there. Unfortunately, Hyper falling to an SD that last stock, but I think we're still going to see a very close Game 2 and Game 3 and hopefully Game 4 and 5, but...
Yeah, I mean, prior to kind of the explosive end to that game, it was pretty close until that point. HyperFlame does look pretty solid, so I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. Right now, he's already got Flipp at pretty much kill percent. I think the down air will do it. Maybe down throw in the back air or something like that, but...
It's very interesting to watch because as you can see, Hyper definitely has for most this game 2 here and most of game 1. Hyper, great tech on the bear! Wow.
Yeah, that's so hard to hit that wall because that spike does not send straight down; it sends out. So he had to SDI super hard to hit the wall.
Oh, it finds the magnet bear right there, but immediately gets the sticky.
It's caught him sleeping.
Oh,
that hit.
Got the spike there. It was probably, I think it was probably the spike, but I was saying, you're noticing that it's interesting to see that Hyper is kind of running away with the stock percents here at the start of these games, but Flipp is really finding the more explosive punishes. So even though it seems like, oh wow, almost off the top there. Oh, the Cyphered pop-up in the up air.
Yeah, he hit him with the up B, which has it kind of electrifies Snake, and then he released it, so that's a second hitbox, and then he up aired it. So there was not a thing Hyper could do about that.
Okay. I thought he was going to really risk it for the second bear. I was like, that's a Hyper move if I've ever seen one.
It would have been, but I think he knows, like, he's down 1-0 because he killed himself, and he's down in this game. Maybe let's chill a little bit.
He doesn't want to But like that's kind of goes in hand in hand with what I was trying to say earlier. Flipp is really finding these more explosive punishes, and when he kind of finds his ins and neutrals, he's really finding the outcomes in the better situations. I really want to see Hyper's kind of commit a little more. Oh, I've never seen that interaction before.
Me neither. So the explosion does send up, which stage spiked him. I guess Flipp putting it so close to the ledge, and then Lucas's massive head must have triggered it when he was trying to reel it.
He probably got an awkward reel in.
Yeah, you can reel in, like, if you reel in, like, horizontally or from above, you can pass through the stage.
Immediately just...
He down throw footstool him, and then HyperFlame slid off is what happened there. That was crazy.
He slid off? I thought he just got the magnet out in time just to cause him to do the jump up.
I'm pretty sure he somehow got pushed back on the ledge by, like, Flipp walking off the footstool him, and then he slid off, or something like that. Either way,
finds the up tilt.
Yeah, as we've been talking, Flipp just comboed him to death.
Oh yeah, very solid. Close out the game 2 for Flipp. Flipp kind of showing like, all right, you had the upper hand game 1, but I'm gonna run away with it. But to finish what I was wanting to say, I think Hyper really needs to find those really big explosive punishes to these PK freezes he's getting in neutral, because it's a lot of poking at Flipp, and then when he finally does go in, he kind of either flubs it, doesn't find what he necessarily needs, or Flipp has kind of set up his little corner and he finds a punish him himself and just puts him into a more favorable situation for Flipp, not Hyper.
Yeah, and whether that's, PK freeze and a lot of the time you'll see him combo that into Dak as higher percents, or just like, making him shield it and then getting grab or something. He needs to be finding something off that isn't just a little bit of damage and, positioning. Okay, barely grabbed that ledge.
And right here, the start of this game 3 is kind of what I was saying. He finds a really nice punish right at the beginning of the game, puts him to 116. Unfortunately, can't finish him off on the right side there, but really finding an opening. The Dak is going to clip him, and that's going to take him off the top. Hyper... since game 1, kind of finding his first stock lead and really building up a little bit of a presence here for this set.
Yeah, and that was just a raw stick in neutral. That was such a good Flipp.
Jesus Christ, Flipp. He's fighting these stickies out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Has Flipp been playing in, like, Discords? I haven't seen him in a tournament in, I don't know, a year and a half? It's been a while.
He's in every so often in Fiend Chord. He hits the occasional netter. I think he probably plays with some of the CT people, because I know people like Shadowhawk, Sandy sometimes plays, and also some of the MA guys sometimes play with them.
Okay. Yeah,
so
nothing from him. It's looking really good, that set.
Yeah, I don't think Flipp has frequented. I know he used to be an Anthers fiend. I don't think he's frequented recently, to my knowledge, and I don't think he really calls for games in the P+ general Discord. I think usually when he wants to play, he's gonna stick to people he's like, I want to play to improve with. Not really. So I'm kind of just want to play just to play. But this game 3, Hyper kind of slowly building a bigger lead here.
Yeah, and he's doing exactly what we were talking about. Like, when he gets these openings, he's staying close and in on Flipp and not giving him the chance to get out of combos by pulling grenade or just not being away. And it's showing. Like, Flipp isn't having the chance to set up. That's so fast.
Yeah, because I saw the big problem with that, how he was doing it much earlier was, he was kind of doing the poke-ins, but like in between the pokes, he was allowing Flipp to really build his space and kind of build up his little corner, get his setups, but mixes them up.
Action was insane. Wait, did Flipp pause? I think I don't know why he killed himself then.
Was there? I don't know. Interesting.
He really just...
Something must have happened.
Yeah. He just shielded up smash and Hyper pushed himself into the down smash. That was amazing. Still up with Flame Talk. That was maybe my favorite way someone's ever died against Snake.
Do you think we start the game over, guys? Right now, Hyper, just this last stock, kind of just wailing on Flipp here, finds the dare up smash, and Hyper kind of like, all right, you know what? I want to start playing games now.
Yeah, okay,
I'm gonna start pushing my buttons. You want to push your buttons? I can push buttons too. Oh yeah, he probably paused.
Yeah, there's no other reason he'd kill himself there. So yeah, he just turn that off. Should always anytime you play a tournament set, you want to pause off just to play it safe, or at least pause.
That must have been like a 1-frame pause because like
I
did not even see a thing.
I saw him run off, and then now he's. I mean, that's the only logical explanation other than a desync, but I didn't see it either. So, but these guys are just that fast sometimes, you know. Okay, so I like the battlefield pick. I mean, it's another middle three, obviously, so it's going to be pretty neutral, but it is going to give him those platforms to escape down and up smash on. And it's a little bit higher ceiling as well, which is nice against Lucas.
Yeah. Oh, great grenade to get him off the shield right there. Ooh.
Oh, he gets the up smash.
Gets the meteor this time though. Oh! I really like the scare him with the fade back fair there.
Yeah. Oh wow, great sweet spot there. These guys are just dancing around each other right now, neutral, and it's so interesting seeing like the resource management in terms of, you know, you can stay right in their face and keep hitting them, or you try to back up a little bit and then pressure them with the big freeze or grenade. And the way they're choosing that is so intricate.
Yeah. It's very cool to see, like, also just, like, kind of Flipp knowing what he has out, where his things are, and just kind of in between this constant barrage of, like, aerials and side Bs from Lucas, he kind of, you know, is like, alright, a lot of stuff's going on, but, like, right there, he's like, alright, I put a down smash here, I'm up on platform, he's got to go to 1, which ones he's going to pick.
Yeah, you're just kind of making the call, like, I don't think you can get to ledge from this angle, or I don't think you will, with the risk of, you know, hitting that down smash, and then Hyper tried to angle it perfectly and just didn't quite get it.
This game is kind of working out for Flipp, you know, finding. Oh, you know what? I respect it. You gotta go for stuff like that sometimes. Just let them know you're not afraid.
Exactly, yeah. And it kind of, especially for the character like Snake, who can go that far down there and still make it back, no problem. If you Flipp and you know that you can do that and get away with it, you can still go for so much more stuff. But you might not even need it. That's another stock off the top.
This counter pick really working out for Flipp here. Hyper with kind of really find these openings and really play super tight to kind of prevent the slow chip out that Snake can do. Because just as he's been doing to him, Snake can just as easily, you know, plant himself on the right or left side of the stage. Be like, all right, here are my grenades, here's my trank, here are my 1,000 up smashes. Like, have fun, get in. Oh, great down air extension. Oh! You know, I love that. I think that's so risky and it's so cool. And when a Lucas, like when it works out for a Lucas, they're like, you know,
yeah, it's so sick when it works. But this is rough. Okay, nice. When you get hit by that tranquilizer in the air, all it does is make you flinch, so it interrupts and make like moves that you're doing, but there's no actual hits done. So HyperFlame recognized that, just landed and immediately F-smashed him.
You know, you could also maybe argue he was just going for a fair, but I have definitely seen a lot of the better, like, top, more seasoned players. I have seen a lot of people playing Flipp, read his tranks, and intentionally, you know, go into a short hop just to immediately get to the mix-up, you know, flinch, just for immediate grab, F-smash, something like that. But up tilt, sealing out game 4 there, Flipp taking the set 3.